Hello, welcome to the Patrick Graphics. In today's video, I will show you how to do this trick of putting image into text in Pixellab just with a smartphone. So with no further ado, let's get started. So we go ahead and open up our Pixellab app. We open it up, and the first thing we are going to do is to go ahead and delete this new text here. Then the next thing we are going to do is to go and change the image size. The image size I want to use for this particular tutorial, for the width we'll be using 1080, and for the height we'll be using 1350. Okay, this is actually the image size for Instagram carousel. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to import a color palette we'll be using as the background color. So we go ahead and import a color palette which I have already made ready for this particular tutorial. So we bring it in and go ahead, lock and hide it. Next thing we are going to do is to go to the background setting here, tap on the background setting, then go to color. When we go to color, tap on this plus sign here. Tap on the plus sign, use the color picker, and then pick our color. That is here. This is the color. So we go ahead and pick the color. Then that will be our background. The next thing we are going to do is to bring in one of the characters we'll be using for the tutorial. Okay, one of the athlete, that is this particular one. You bring it in, then change it, the dimension, the place is facing with this place. You tap here and it will change. Then we go ahead and crop it, crop the side we need. All we need is here. Okay, so we crop out what we need and bring it in. Then we go to color and change the color to black. We change the color to black, go to opacity and reduce the opacity. It just have to be fading, it doesn't have to be distracting. So we will reduce the opacity very well, then bring it to center. Okay, we go ahead and lock it. So the next thing we are going to do now is to write our text. Okay, we bring in the letter, increase the size, then go ahead and change the font. We change the font. The font we'll be using is the font called 28 days later. Okay, use this font. So this is the font we are going to be using. Then we go and reduce the line spacing. Reduce the line spacing because it's a little bit too much. This is okay. Then the next thing we are going to do is to bring it to the center. We bring it to the center and duplicate it, and also centralize the second one too. Then we go ahead and merge both of them. Merge it. Here is the merge icon. You tap on merge, ask you what I want to merge, tap OK, and it's going to merge it. So why are we merging it? The reason why we are merging it is to change it into an object, no longer a text. So now we go ahead and edit it the way we want it to be. Edit it the way we want it to be. The next thing we are going to do is to bring this one to center, keep it at the center, then duplicate it again. Then we duplicate it, then keep it at the center. You see the one I'm tapping here at the center. Then you make sure you merge it very well. Like this is okay. So I go ahead and lock both of them. The next thing I'm going to bring in is the girl who is running the sprinter. Okay, that is this one. So we face it to the other side, then bring it in. We reduce it a little bit so you can fit in here. So like this is okay. Then we tap on this layer, then bring it between this one. Okay, this is how we go. Here is where the manipulation begins. The next thing we are going to do is to lock this one, tap on this first one here, then go to our eraser, then increase the size of the eraser, increase the handle, then clean some parts of this edge, of this end. Okay, you clean it, then you see it's out. Then next thing we are going to do is the O and A. We tap on it again, go to O and A, increase this a little bit, increase the handle too, then go to O, erase it, also erase the head of A, erase it a little bit. This is okay. The next part is now for the O, down part, this O here, and the F. Okay, we go ahead and tap it again, go to eraser, and then increase the eraser size, then clean up some parts of this O and also some parts of this F. Okay, let us give it more touches. The next thing we are going to do to make it look more realistic, we will add shadow to this. How do we add shadow? We add shadow by reducing this thing, then go to the blur radius, increase the blur radius, just a tap is okay. Let me increase this a little. This is okay. We can use this as the shadow. Okay, go ahead, bring it below this thing. So we can use it as the shadow. So we add shadow to the second leg just the same way we did for the other one. Something like this is okay. Then the next thing we are going to do is to add a speed effect, as if someone is passing through a flash. That way you will have air around it. So we go ahead, bring it in to add a speed effect, then change it to this direction, go to erase color and erase this color, increase the tolerance, then come back and change the color. You change the color by selecting the color of the outlet. Okay, we change the color to the color of this guy here. Can use this color for it. Okay, go ahead, compress this thing and elongate it a little more. Then we go ahead and reduce the opacity so that it doesn't become a distraction. Okay, something like this is okay. Then we take it just behind the outlet. Okay, then we position it the way we want it to be. I want it to be somewhere here. Okay, more like a flash, unstoppable. Then we go to our eraser and erase some part of it that we don't need, because some part doesn't have to show. Instagram account and other touches I just want to do. So this is how we can do this trick in Pixellab just with a smartphone. I dropped all the resources I used for this tutorial in the description box. You can go and check it out. And if this is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, kindly like this video and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this, hacks, tricks and tutorials in graphic design, especially in Pixellab. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you on my next video, and until next time, stay creative.